Focus. Ideate. Innovate. Enable.
Hello and welcome to Lessons in Marketing Excellence Season 7. I'm Kuri. And today the L.I.M.E caravan has made its final pit stop in the city of Mumbai at the Bajaj Institute of Management Studies. It was founded in 1965 by the University of Mumbai in collaboration with the Graduate School of Business, Stanford University. Over the years, this institute has given us a plethora of skilled professionals. To name a few, Uday Kotak, Chanda Kochar, Siddharth Roy Kapoor, Mani Ratnam and Nitin Paranjpe. Let's take a look at how Jbims has fared online thus far. Finishing 9th in the inaugural edition, the team from Jbims moved up to 6th place in Season 2, 5th in Season 3, 6th again in Season 4, 4th in Season 5 and 8th last year. Will this year prove different for them? The case study for Jbims comes from Policy Bazaar, India's leading online comparison website. PolicyBazaar.com in the last 7 years has become the destination site for all insurance-related queries and therefore has marked a considerable growth in consumer traffic as well as people buying insurance policies through this website. The difference between Policy Bazaar and an agent is no hiding the fine print, no pushing down a plan at a consumer. And they believe the key to a good policy is understanding the needs of a consumer. With this in regard, their growth plan is simple. They want to grow 8 times their current size in the next 3 years. The challenge for the teams is to increase market share in non-Tier 1 or Tier 2 cities and increase online market share for Policy Bazaar by 20% over the next 3 years. Alright, and now it's time to meet the top 5 teams from Jbims who are going to fight it out. So let's see. Yes team, would you introduce yourselves?
Triforms team CitroNauts.
And what team is this?
The Professionals.
The Professionals. Okay, what about you guys?
Our team name is The Innovators.
Okay, what about you guys?
Our team name is Lemon Cello. We are Team Rodeos.
Okay, so there we have it. These are the 5 teams here at Jbims. So quickly guys, you know what your case study is about.
Policy Bazaar.
Policy Bazaar. Okay, so we're going to make you do a little bit of a team challenge to get you all warmed up for tomorrow and everything. So what you guys have to do is you all have to come up with a 30-second ad commercial for Policy Bazaar, like a TV commercial. Something I would show on TV, but don't just come up with the idea, you have to act it out. Okay, and then we all will vote and the team that gives us the best, the funniest, the most creative script, the most creative, innovative TV commercial, you win. So I'm going to give you 15 minutes on the clock to sit and decide all of this with your team. At the end of those 15 minutes, randomly we'll have each of you come up and perform in front of the camera. Alright, so now we have the 5 teams ready to start with their ad commercial presentations. And off the top of my head, I think the first team that will go is you guys. So first up we have the CitroNauts. There you go.
Roga, दिया।
क्या हुआ मीना?
माँ, मैंने जीवन आयोग योजना ली थी, मुझे जीवन संजोग योजना दे दी।
अब और नहीं होगा धोखा, सही पॉलिसी का सेल पॉलिसी बाजार पे ही होगा।
नो उल्लू बनावे।
यार कौन सा पॉलिसी ले लूं?
सर हमारी पॉलिसी लीजिए, बेस्ट इन मार्केट सर ये पॉलिसी लीजिए, सबसे बड़ा टर्म इंश्योरेंस देगा। सर हमारी पॉलिसी लीजिए, आप बिना हेलमेट के गाड़ी चला सकते हैं सर। ये पॉलिसी आपको आइनॉक्स में हर साल 2 फ्री मूवी दिखाएगा सर हमारी पॉलिसी आपको यूरोप ट्रिप भेजेगी सर ये पॉलिसी हमारी ये पॉलिसी बेनिफिट
सब बकवास, सब पॉलिसी है बेकार। क्यों जाना है भेंडी बाजार जब हो पॉलिसी बाजार। 1 प्लेटफॉर्म टू कंपेयर।
कल रात 2:30 बजे सिर पे पंखा गिरने की वजह से पप्पू की मौत हो गई। पप्पू अपने माँ बाप का इकलौता कमाऊ बेटा था। अब पप्पू के माँ बाप का क्या होगा? क्या उसके बेटे ने लाइफ इंश्योरेंस करवाया था?
काश पप्पू ने उसके मोबाइल का कुछ अच्छा इस्तेमाल किया होता।
पॉलिसी बाजार।
बाय एंड कंपेयर ऑनलाइन।
नाउ अवेलेबल ऑन ऐप।
टीम नंबर 4, टीम रोडियो।
कैसे हैं आप शर्मा जी?
मैं ठीक हूँ एजेंट जी, आप बताइए कैसे आना हो?
एक बहुत अच्छी स्कीम आई है, 1 टाइम लिमिटेड ऑफर है।
अच्छा, कितना प्रीमियम होगा?
10,000 और आपके पूरे फैमिली की लाइफ सेट हो जाएगी।
आपको लगता है ठीक है?
आप तो हमारे घर के हैं शर्मा जी, आपको थोड़ी खराब प्लान बताएंगे।
ठीक है, दे दीजिए।
एक और बकरा।
Insurance is not a subject matter of stupidification. Please compare carefully before becoming an idiot. Janhit mein jari by PolicyBazaar.com.
Team number 5, the professionals.
पप्पा रिजल्ट लग गया पप्पा 94% पप्पा। मम्मी
अरे क्या बेटा बेटा कर रहे हो? शर्मा जी के बेटे का नाम सुना है? उसके कितने आए पता है? 94.00001%।
मेरे उल्लू कभी तो कंपेयर करो।
कंपेयर करने में ही समझदारी है। सीन 2, जॉब।
पप्पा जॉब लग गया पप्पा 10 लाख पर एनम पप्पा। मेरा बेटा कंग्रेचुलेशन। मम्मी
वो शर्मा जी के बेटे को कितना मिला?
10 लाख 1,001।
अरे मेरे उल्लू कभी तो कंपेयर करो।
कंपेयर करने में ही समझदारी है। सीन 3, शादी।
पप्पा बहू पप्पा पहला हूँ पप्पा। इसकी हाइट कितनी है?
5 फीट 7 इंच।
बट शर्मा जी की बेटी की हाइट तो 5 फीट 7.5 इंचेस है।
तो
उल्लू कभी तो कंपेयर करो। PolicyBazaar.com कंपेयर करने में ही समझदारी है।
Alright, so the teams at Jbims have already made their TV commercial presentations and you all were all great. So can we first have a big round of applause for all of you? Well done. Given that this is not your field of expertise, you all still came out with the drama that I wanted. So what we've decided is we're not going to have one winner, but we're going to have 2 winners. Okay? 2 of them. Yeah, because we're being nice. We're nice here online this year. So the 2 teams that have made the cut are the CitroNauts and the professionals. Whoa! So this is what you get. So tomorrow it's going to be really heated up and everything with the jury and people voting and everything. So we are going to give you a chance to decide which number do you want to go and make your executive pitch. Do you want to go first, second, third, fourth or fifth? And first we'll allow the professionals to decide.
So we've decided to go second.
CitroNauts, you guys want to go?
First.
First. Okay, so CitroNauts will go first for the executive pitch. Lot of pressure. Good job. Well done. Good luck. Thank you. With that, it's time to take a short break. But don't go anywhere because on the other side, the teams from Jbims battle it out at the campus round. You're watching Line 7. Welcome back. You're watching Lessons in Marketing Excellence Season 7 and we're at the campus round at Jbims. But before I call on the teams, it's time to introduce you to the jury panel for the day that is going to decide the fate of these guys. First up, we have Anant Rangaswamy from CNBC TV 18. Next, we have Chandrahans Chavan, Director Jbims. Naveen Kukreja, Group CMO PolicyBazaar. And Shivam Puri, General Manager Water from Hindustan Unilever. Welcome, judges. All right, and now I invite the first team to make their executive pitch. Team CitroNauts.
Many factors influence the purchase decision, but agent role holds the key.
Trust is the insight that we found out from our survey. We want PolicyBazaar to play the role of this advisor and gain trust.
Post the jury evaluation and audience poll, the 2 teams to make it to the next round are the teams Professional and Lemon Cello. Are you ready? Yes. Yes, you look ready, you sound ready. So your 3 minutes starts now.
Through secondary research, we concluded that M-commerce is the next big thing in the Indian online insurance industry. Primary research in the Focus TG showed that among all consumers who were aware about PolicyBazaar, 45% were aged between 29 and 33, while 29% between 34 and 37. Further analysis gave us our segments, which comprise students and working professionals, classified on the basis of their marital status and life stage. Our strategy is based on the consumer insight that people are increasingly becoming smart shoppers and appreciate an unbiased and beneficial offering available at convenience. Depending on their interest in buying insurance, our communication strategy focuses on building either brand visibility or brand salience and relevance. Our value proposition is convenience and cost effectiveness. We propose an integrated marketing campaign through on-ground activation, in-store promotion, referrals, targeted search, and digital channel.
Our first strategy is derived from primary research which showed that the product experience is the key for increasing PolicyBazaar's awareness. PIE, that is PIE, stands for PolicyBazaar Insurance Expert, a trained promoter whom we will be placing at consumer touchpoints like vehicle showrooms, hospitals, malls, offices for activation programs. The PIE will provide the consumer product experience through tablets and show the convenience due to comparison for savings. Our second project, MobiPair, means mobile and compare. We propose to expand the product portfolio to introduce mobile insurance. Policy Bazaar ties up with mobile OEMs for preloading the handsets with Policy Bazaar app and taps a consumer who buys a new mobile through various electronic stores. When this consumer thinks of buying a screen guard or an accessory, the pie tells the importance of mobile insurance, and through the preloaded Policy Bazaar app, the pie shows the convenience due to comparison feature. Our primary research showed that 37% of the existing users visited the website due to referrals. We propose to incentivize referrals for lead generation by providing monetary incentives for referees for further purchases or renewals. We propose to optimize the digital channel by focused expenditure on SEO, SEM, and SMS marketing. We plan to create a dedicated team for content creation and consumer engagement through blogs and forums.
Considering the reach, MobiPair and Pi for You will give us leads from 25 new cities. Radio will be used through both Hindi and regional language channels with carefully drafted strategy for the frequency and coverage of ads. We also propose to devise an Android game suite for increased brand visibility, wherein the game features publicize the key attributes of Policy Bazaar. Through regional print medium, we look to target the South Indian market. In-cinema ads and in-flight magazines are newer channels through which we plan to generate more awareness and visibility. The Pi for You campaign will be launched and continued at various consumer touchpoints like hospitals and vehicle showrooms during the monsoon and festive season respectively to connect with various consumers. The digital campaign will be spread across 3 years. MobiPair campaign will be launched second after the Pi for You campaign. Out of the 20 crores allocated to us, 29% of the budget is allocated to MobiPair and 23% to Pi for You. We believe that these strategies will be a major force to propel Policy Bazaar to generate more leads so that more and more consumers compare, buy, and of course save. Thank you.
To me, Pi sounds like an agent, nothing else. So what's different? I mean, today they trust an agent, you want them to trust Pi.
So the difference is that he is a pie. The only focus that he has is product experience and taking communication speed to the consumer. And going forward for 1 year, yes, it's right that he will be a type of a salesperson, but he will be there at various relevant consumer touch points for moments of truth. And when the first year is done, when we expand it to mobile insurance for the MobiPair campaign, this particular pie will be responsible for reaching out to consumers who were hitherto not the users or not
fine. So
insurance providers.
What's the profile of this pie? What age, sex, gender? What is that animal?
Yeah.
How old is it? Male, female? What is it?
Yeah. So he will be a male. He will be in different vehicles shops, vehicle showrooms.
How old will he be?
So he will be in the age of 22 to 26, and he will be paid on the basis of per day basis, 1,000 per day.
So will somebody my age trust somebody his age with an investment decision?
Yes, sir. Because
no, why will I?
So we feel that he will trust it because we are giving product experience and we are taking him to believe that this particular, when the pie takes the tablet, he is actually showing within 2 minutes how we can have multiple options, save money, and at the same time buy it from there, that tablet itself.
What research methodology you adopted to come to the refined finding so that you can apply it to solve the business problem?
So we've gone across this on the basis of stratified sampling. So we've divided the consumer base that was given to us from the age group of 25 to 40. We've segmented them amongst the college students, the working professionals which are males, working professional male and female with a higher age. So talking typically college students would come within an age group of 25 to 30, whereas the working professional male would fall in the category of 25 to 30 again. And then we have another category of working professionals men and women in the category of 31 to 40. And finally working professional females from 25 to 40.
Pi is, as a concept, is taking us as a brand more from e-commerce to following a traditional way of selling, which is kind of, you can't sell on internet, so deploy people. What were you thinking? How many people were you thinking? What was the cost plan, etc.?
So we've realized that the cost per consumer in the case of Pi for You is a little expensive, I agree, but it's coming down to approx 752 rupees per consumer. So how we've broken it down is that we're going to cover 25 cities in a span of 2 weeks, generally, which we will target for a particular touch point. So we are looking at targeting 125 hospitals, 375 vehicle showrooms, 1,250 offices, and 125 malls and shopping complexes. Across these various places, we'll have different number of promoters that are present, and these promoters will get paid at the rate of 1,000 rupees per day. Apart from this, the mall rent and the gadget cost that we've assumed is to the tune of 288 lakhs.
What would be some of the differentiators that you would want to build so that 1 year down the line, if someone were to want to copy what you are proposing here, you stand the test of time?
So, as we understand, in this particular domain, Policy Bazaar is the market leader. Because it is a market leader, it has the advantage of expanding the pie itself. So, if it expands the pie, majority of the market share, the new market share will go to Policy Bazaar. The way we see it is through having an offline part to reaching the consumer. Now, MobiPair is something by which we are increasing the product portfolio, which the competitors as of now are not aware of. So, that is one key advantage that we'll be having. In the digital space, now digital space for web aggregators is something that they have to invest in. So we want to have a focus spending on that. So App Store optimization, game suite that we talked about earlier, then advertising through various updates on the particular app so that we can move around the IRDA regulations. These are something that the competitors are not doing. For example, CoverFox or any other competitor that we have is not doing as of now. So when we reach into this space, we will have the first mover advantage.
It's time to take a short break, and on the other side, we find out who the champions are here at Jbims. You're watching Line 7. Stay tuned. Welcome back. You're watching Lessons in Marketing Excellence Season 7, and now it's time for the second team to make their presentation in front of the jury. Team Lemon Cello. You will have 3 minutes on the clock to make the presentation, at the end of which we will sound a buzzer. It will be followed by a Q&A with the jury. Good luck. Put your best foot forward. This is it. Your 3 minutes starts now.
For gaining an insight into the current market, we conducted a primary research. We found that 1. Less than 17% population had a health cover. 2. 10% people own smartphone alone, and there was only 28% internet penetration, but both are expected to grow exponentially in the next 5 years. Our primary research suggests only 45% Indians are aware of online insurance policies, and 18% are aware of online insurance being cheaper. Our key challenges, hence, are low internet penetration, majority bank accounts having zero bank balances, and only 1/3 population having insurance schemes. Our SWOT analysis of Policy Bazaar outlines its strength as being the largest insurance distributor, enjoying a majority of the online insurance market space in India outside of banks. It offers cheaper schemes, a comparability option, and a user-friendly interface. The absence of LIC and a lack of personal interaction account as weaknesses. We expect the Digital India campaign, the smart city infrastructure, the launch of government-sponsored insurance schemes, and government license to payment banks to be our opportunities to look out for. Competition from insurance agents, online banking services, and similar online insurance portals threaten us.
Our solution's first step was segmentation of India into 4 geographical zones, choosing a smart city in each of them. Leveraging on marketing flexibility, our aim is to build a future hub. We proposed Chandigarh for being the most e-ready city, Guwahati for being a gateway to 7 Sisters, Indore a free Wi-Fi enabled city, and a young and highly literate Coimbatore. Realizing that only 1/6 of the digitally influenced population turns consumer, we found the underlying reason to be trust deficit, especially in the insurance sector. This conundrum gets further magnified in a tier 2 scenario. To solve the problems of internet underpenetration, unawareness, and trust deficit, we propose the following solution using the 4P model. We will bundle the product offerings of Policy Bazaar. For example, life insurance with child plans and offer investment and tax guidance, hence making the bundle attractive and cheaper. Identifying hospitals for life and medical insurance, schools for child plans, housing societies for home plans, auto sellers and resellers for auto insurance, and corporates for retirement plans, we will have access to potential customers at the right place. For promotions, our big ticket idea is kiosks at the aforementioned locations. To tackle internet underpenetration, our kiosks will be Wi-Fi enabled. For creating awareness and building trust, we'll have college interns speaking about the policies, building interpersonal relationships, aided by LEDs showing promotional matter.
The initiation for tie-ups and hiring of interns, deciding of the specific strategies, creating and airing promotional matter will happen in the first 3 months. Month 4 onwards, we will go live. Along with kiosks, payment bank integration, Digital India campaign, and the infrastructure in smart cities, we will build business. We will also strive to get the highly covered and penetrated LIC policies and other insurance policies under our ambit. Understanding that tier 2 cities have a typically low internet penetration, a majority of our budget will be employed in traditional modes of marketing like roadshows, TV, YouTube ads, and our idea of kiosks. Thank you.
If trust is such an important thing, I can't see anything in your presentation as a solution to solving the problem of trust.
So we're not just talking about what we are looking at Policy Bazaar right now is an only online forum. And of course, we have great opportunities.
You said trust deficit is a big problem.
Yes.
What have you done to solve that problem?
We are going to have personal relationships being built
Who's
up.
going to do that? Young students are going to do
Yes.
that. Is that going to solve the problem?
These young students will be highly aware of what policies
However,
are.
are they going to solve the problem? A 50-year-old man is going to listen to a 23-year-old kid who says, "Don't worry, trust me." Is that real?
So we believe it will.
You believe it will, and why is that?
Yes, sir. Because if you look at the market right now, generally all the people who are handing out credit cards, who are doling out financial service products, are generally in the range of 25 to 30-year-olds.
Doling out. What are they doing? They're doing some clerk's work. They're not,
what we have...
They're not educating.
So for the first 2 months, we have a training program for all our interns so that they become highly aware of what our product is and how.
What has that got to do with trust?
So
Trust is a different. When you give me a credit card, you have to trust me. I don't have to trust you. Let's understand. When you give me a car loan, you have to trust me. I don't have to trust you.
Yes, sir.
Insurance is a complicated product. You're expecting a student intern to be able to handle that. What was your thinking in terms of how much time will an intern spend with Policy Bazaar? Because you're saying first 2 months we will train him. So how much time is the intern spending with us in total?
So around 2 to 3 months just for the training, and then you can, along with that, so the kiosk does not necessarily have only an intern. So there will be somebody from Policy Bazaar to actually guide him in the initial months so that he can actually know how to handle a customer, because his needs are very diverse, and how to handle complicated situations.
So why would we need an intern if there was somebody from Policy Bazaar who will be able to be
So
there?
this was mostly keeping in mind the limited 5 crore budget that we have.
Sure. I was a bit perplexed with your with the 4 locations that you identified, and you gave a very nice, sexy sort of reason for that. Entry into Seven Sisters, Coimbatore, nice sort of wife-enabled location and stuff like that. Tell me, in real business, when you were to identify the top locations, are these the factors you will consider, or would you consider some other factors as well?
The idea was to gain at least one smart city in each of the zones of geographically divided zones in India, so that from there we will learn typical marketing, typical consumer habits, and then spread 360 degrees. So of course, the ideas that were mentioned, like penetration, were important, but we thought we could go a little differently this time.
So the winning team gets cash prize of 50,000 rupees plus the fast track route to the pre-placement interview round at HUL, super stylish watches from Fossil, and L.I.M.E hampers. And now you can guess who wins all this. You guys never go wrong. Esteemed professionals, well done. Congratulations, guys. But you all did really well as well. Okay, really good job. Really, well done. That's all we have for you on this episode of Line 7. But do join us again next week as the Line Brigade stops at another campus with yet more students fighting it out on Season 7 of Line. Until then, from the entire team, many thanks for watching.
Focus. Ideate. Innovate. Enable.